All right, 49ers update as the city wakes up this morning. The team is close to signing a veteran safety, Tracy Walker, who's played the entirety of his career up to this point with the Detroit Lions. The 49ers, maybe their chief rival in the NFC. Matt Barrows reported this news yesterday. Seems like a signing might happen before the start of practice today, which is the final practice of Block 4 of 49ers training camp. We're about 2/3 of the way through camp. But the last third is going to be the best part, including those joint practices with the Saints. But Tracy Walker, this is a guy who's played a lot of football. He's 29 years old. And remember that the 49ers in 2022 picked up a 32-year-old safety. This was after training camp. It was Deshaun Gibson. The noise, by the way, it's the Muni train. It's coming by me. I told you the city's waking up. People headed to work. It's a little bit noisy as we continue to update. But when they signed Deshaun Gibson in 2022, I think at the time, most people didn't expect that he'd become a starter. They said, well, he's 32 years old. He might have a lot of career picks, but nobody had picked him up until late August. This must just be a depth signing for, I think they're dealing with a Jimmy Ward injury at the time. But Gibson went out, shocked everyone, and was a productive starter for 2 years for the 49ers. So Tracy Walker's got a chance to develop into a starter or become a starter for the 49ers after he acclimates to the system. But I think that this move is not about that as the baseline. I think the baseline is to replace Eric Harris, who they cut before making this move, as the team's veteran safety, who they might be able to yo-yo from the practice squad up to the 53-man roster. He's quality depth, but also a good special teams contributor. That's what Eric Harris was for the team, but he was already in his mid-30s, so this actually gives the 49ers players a little bit younger. Walker tore his Achilles in 2022, but he did come back from that and actually play some games at safety for the Detroit Lions last year. I think he started 6 games for the Lions. So he's already recovered from that Achilles, and at the very least, he gives the 49ers an upgrade in that Eric Harris depth safety role. And maybe there's upside on top of that. I wrote about George Odom the other day. That's up in The Athletic if you want to check it out. George Odom, 2 interceptions yesterday, handful of interceptions already in this training camp. He's with the first team right now. The 49ers are waiting for Talanoa Hufanga to return from his torn ACL. That might happen around the joint practices with the Saints on August 15th and 16th. But you've got Odom, you've got Jair Brown, who's playing really well. You've got Malik Mustafa, and obviously Hufanga when he does return. Now Tracy Walker is likely going to be added into that mix. So 49ers secondary looking good this training camp, and just got a little bit stronger with this news of the coming Tracy Walker edition. All right, morning in San Francisco. I had a blueberry waffle today from this new age place called Spro. Cool spot where you can watch the trolley cars go by. I know that you hear the J line go by me right now with the new trains, but I like when the old school ones, like this one that they picked up out of San Diego. So he has the Balboa Park San Diego advertisement, not to be confused with Balboa Park in San Francisco, where you could go to the M Stop, the train-themed 49ers, Giants, Warriors themed sandwich shop. But Balboa Park in San Diego's got the famous San Diego Zoo. Anyway, you could see those streetcars from different cities around the world pass by. Cool little spot. We'll see you at training camp.